Good morning on this bright and Sunday day. Just getting ready for our board meeting a little bit later and wanting to make a report to you now. You of course know what's been done by and large in terms of the parsonage and the park prep and all that good stuff. And you can see the building as it's coming together. We are in the final stages and I'm working the final numbers this week. Have walked through some of them with AGS, that is Pastor Motto's General Services team, and also been busy connecting with and having some interesting and good conversations with their glazier, who will be doing our sacred windows. The good news there is that it appears to him now that he's gotten inside and taken a look that AGS's report is accurate, that each of those window frames are solid. And so the other good news is he can take them off. Hi, Pastor Laura, how are you?
Good.
Looking forward to your message.
5-minute walk.
Understood. He can take them off. Now, that's not a sacred window. That's simply the window that's already under AGS's contract for restoration and finish. This one is too, the lower level, although we're going to be taking a look at another possibility. Anyway, the good news is that it appears he can do it by removing all of the windows from what you're seeing there is the scaffolding that I've purchased for him and for us. That'll be permanently ours so that we can now actually restore our lights, etc. Good morning. Hey, Shay. Hey, Jay. How do you like your new rooms upstairs?
They're good.
I'm going to go up and show them right now. I'm talking to the board. So anyway, we'll go upstairs and do that. As you can see, we need the sacred windows done. Those are sacred windows. And the good news is he can take them from the outside. So his labor costs are extremely reduced. In addition to that joy, he has the ability to then remove them, run them back to his place of business, and then he can go ahead and... Okay, one last quick detail. Don't I like hands? I'm telling you. Even after all this time not having my hair cut, it's just amazing. Anyway, we took this fixture, which was lower, raised it so that we could actually get this thing in between, because the electrician, gee, what an idiot I am. The electrician spec'd that too low or too high, but now it'll fit. The mirror will fit right up in there, and we got all that transition. I want you to see what's happening here in the interior, and the apartment is going to be finished this week. That is Shay's room here. You see her lights, the upper deck, and you now see the intersection, the escape area, which will have a door that's unlike these finished doors, which are very nice. And by the way, you can see the trim. I'm very impressed with the work that AGS has been doing. Anyway, I'm going into Jay's room, and his fixture is not yet ordered. Again, there's the doors. There's some of the trim. The electrical work is essentially done, and this is the area underneath. Very pleased with how it has turned out. I'll be cleaning out my stuff after the board meeting today and starting the cleanup process for this. This is her room. The beauty of it is all these receptacles around the wall here, they are all switched receptacles. So this switch, which you can't see because there's no lamps, and this switch here controls the receptacle, controls the receptacles. This one is a three-way for the light. And there'll be two sconces, also not yet secured. So anyway, I'll pick this up later. Okay, one more look at this, guys. Isn't that cool? This is the back entrance and to this area. These are these fixtures, and this is that fixture. But that's the back entrance. You walk around. Those three are matching and sit as wall sconces and give them a separate deal. Isn't that cool? Yeah, love it. That is obviously not going to be there, okay? And then this is a quick overview. Okay, it's later, and just to give you a sense of what's happened here, this is the hallway going out. Now, this was profoundly damaged in the process of working on the outside, and it was just old and nothing was smooth, and AGS wanted $2,800 to fix it. I didn't even negotiate with it. Actually, at that point, I simply wanted to send a message. Jason has been working with me, and he's done the pre-texturing. He's ready to paint. Now, it'll all have a stressed look, and he's gotten the pipes ready for, as you can see, doing the same. It'll all have a stressed look, but the painting, I'm told, will also have a mixture of stress and paint. I don't know how he does that. I don't know what the mix is. I'm sure Alex can tell us a little more about it. But anyway, it's good to see that that's coming along. Finally, just a couple more details. I'll have to come up and get my coffee. We're redoing some of the steps as they need to. Got one more to do. As you can see, that one is done. And so coming out the outside, I still have this electrical work to do. And why do people lock doors? Actually, it's what we should do. Sean is removing the floor. He's hoping to get it all down to that in his room and to give us a sense of what that would look like. But anyway, this, for example, I knocked open because I wanted to run a circuit that had from upstairs that had a dedicated, not a dedicated, I'm sorry, that had a, for the sake of our Comcast, that had a, my mind just went, a green wire for grounding, because these other systems don't have that, the older systems. And that way it will help us on the reception we have with Comcast. So I wired in this light and this, and he did all the stress work here. Again, now this is on AGS. They have to complete this on the inside as part of their contract, but this is part of Jason's work, and I'm just impressed with what he's doing. Well, good morning, young pastor. How are you doing?
Young pastor.
In the making. No, it's not funny. It's God's call.
Song evangelist.
Song evangelist.
Not pastor.
Okay,
Well,
okay.
Maybe one day, I don't know. If
Yeah,
Pastor Terry's right.
I don't think
I'll
you
become
tell.
a pastor.
Yeah, I don't think you tell God those things.
I don't think so
Yeah,
either.
I told God I would never go to Omaha, Nebraska, or anywhere in Nebraska and set foot, and that's the first place He made me go. So be careful.
I'll be careful what I say then.
So anyway, excuse me for interrupting, but by the way, I'm not taking you home today. It's not that I don't love you. I really want to. It's because you're not having me drum today. I'm joking. Totally joking. It was a nice break. I just am getting ready for a board meeting, so need the time. Okay, blessings. Talk to you later. Bye. Okay, and then what time is it?
52.
Okay, I got enough time. So anyway, going back to the sacred windows, the beauty of it is, and I'll show you some numbers how that impact us, is he's taken the first out just as a test run, and he's taken up close looks at all of the various framing, etc. He says they're all good, and AGS is right, and he's excited about that fact. But again, he can pull it. He's pulled this one as his first experiment. In addition to that, what is really cool is at the same time we were getting prepped to bring him in, who should show up but Susan, who did our glazing work in the other room. And she offered to enter a contract relationship on the windows downstairs that that we're not replacing, assuming we don't. She's the one who did all of Play Space. And she says she can still get the glass, and she can still do it. So I've got to close a possible contract there. I'll go over that in detail in person here in a minute. But what was beautiful is I thought all the sacred glass had been removed because, you know, my son being a millennial, he tends to get rid of everything. This is a replacement window, for example. So I assumed that we'd gotten rid of it. She knew where it was, found it, and now Ed LaBelle, our sacred glass glazier, has it and is working it. Talk to you later.